on this episode of Pimp My Ride. Yo, what's up everybody? Today we're heading down to West Cybertronian Customs and we're going to take this ride and turn it into... Welcome! This is my review of Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Darksteel. And Darksteel here, of course, is a repaint of Sideswipe. And the one thing I didn't like about Sideswipe is the color of the plastic. The color is best described as a really light gray, and really is really pales in comparison when compared to like the Revenge of the Fallen Sideswipe or even the the previous iterations of Sideswipe from the movie line. This color really did not impress me all that much, but you can see they've given the Darksteel figure here a radical repaint of the same figure. And I like the primary color here, which is a dark gray, I would say. You've got some metallic aqua stripes here, or not really stripes, but designs on the side, on the hood here. And the windshield itself is a orange transparent plastic. So really nice there. Just comparing the undercarriage here, you can take a look at the differences there. They've colored parts of what become the robot mode, so really good, in my opinion, repaint on Hasbro's part. So yeah, just a comparison here of the colors. Same exact figure in terms of the transformation and in terms of the vehicle mode sculpt. There actually is a change in the head sculpt, which we will see, of course, in robot mode. Darksteel does come with these two mech tech weapons, which are repaints of Deluxe Class Starscream's mech tech weapons. And the ports are on the side here, so you can plug in the weapons on the side, like this. And there's also a port here on the rear of the vehicle. Now these weapons don't really plug in there too well, but what you can do is you can take the Sideswipe's mech tech weapon and plug it in there if you want, and have all three of them in the plugged into the vehicle at the same time. So you have that playability, that option, if you will. Aside from the obvious color differences, Hasbro also included a new head for the Darksteel figure. So we can take a look at that real quick here. And the design is pretty cool, although he suffers the same problem as Sideswipe, I think. In both cases, with both figures, the head is really small in comparison with the rest of the body. So they didn't really fix that with the Darksteel figure. But I think that's really a limitation of the transformation itself. But anyhow, you can see nice paint apps. The chest here, a nice gold paint. You have some of the metallic aqua color here on his torso, parts of his legs as well, and of course on his head as well. So really nice repaint. And of course Darksteel can wield the two mech tech weapons. They just plug into his hands here. So we'll go ahead and plug this one here, and this one over here. So that is pretty neat there. And then for added effect, you can bring down the arm blades here like that. So that is pretty cool as well. And much like the other weapons that come with Starscream, these of course do combine. And I find it easier just to go ahead and extend this out manually like that, and you'll see there is a two ports there corresponding right here, and they should lock together. So what you end up with is one long ginormous mech tech weapon, and you could try to pose the figure with it. I mean, I suppose you can peg it in here somewhere. It's pretty big. You can try to get it the figure posed with it somehow, but just like with a Starscream figure, it's kind of unwieldy just because it's so long. So you can do with that as you will, but you do have that option of combining the two weapons. So the articulation on this figure is identical to Sideswipe. I mean, the head itself is on a ball joint. You've got movement at the shoulders, and you got the blades that come out on the side of the arms. You got the hands there. There is no waist articulation. You can see the hips are on ball joints. You got a swivel at the thigh, a bend at the knee here, and that is really what you have for articulation. Then you have these bits here. You can move them out if you want to be some sort of cape or wings or some sort of thing like that. So you do have that option because, of course, this is the same exact sculpt and same exact transformation as the Sideswipe figure, just in a more interesting color scheme. Well, I realize that this color combination on Darksteel is not going to appeal to everyone. It's not my first choice. If I had my choice, I would have made it like a black, a silver, and a red color combination, but you know, as it is compared to the blah blah gray on this guy, it definitely has the personality, and so I like it for that fact. I like also that Hasbro basically included a new head sculpt for Darksteel, and you get two weapons here that you don't get with the Sideswipe figure. Granted, they are repaints of the Starscream figure, but still, nonetheless, it's really nice to have two different weapons for this repaint. Alright, thanks for watching. This has been my review of Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Darksteel.